Hello YouTube. I decided to make this video to help a lot of people out. I think it helped a lot of people out. I'm not one of these hair guys on YouTube who are like, oh, try this product and I'm going to style it like this and all that. Who have like this whole pro video, I don't know, however they do it, their hairstyling videos. Anyway, so I often see these videos on guys trying to, I don't know, help people out to pull off this Leonardo Dicaprio look from the 90's, from the movie Titanic and the Romeo and Juliet movie from the mid-90's. And me personally, I've always been a fan of having the longer fringes with the shorter sides and back. I don't know, I just always found it to be a cool look. And I'm going to give you my tips. Now here's the big problem with a lot of these guys doing it on YouTube. I'm not hating on them or anything, but they themselves know this to be true also, is that the hair is not generally cut for that style. Many of the guys who are doing this often have the whole modern undercut look, which has kind of come back. It's kind of funny because that was kind of a 90's look too, but they kind of just have that. They have that whole modern undercut look, and the haircut is not specifically cut to for that particular style that you're probably looking for. So I'm going to tell you tips that I think are important to pull off this look, because I kind of got a similar haircut going on. Yeah, so let's do it. First off, you're going to want to grow your hair. I think the biggest tip for me is make sure your hair is as at least under your eyes. You definitely want to have your hair falling, you know, pretty long on your face type of deal. I say grow your hair to about, at least the front fringes to about your cheekbone area type of thing. And tip 2, if you want to get this look, definitely put layers in them. Because if you're going to the hair cutters and you decide to go for this look, if it's all one length, if you get it cut all one length, they'll look very beefy and very moppy, and you don't want that. You want it to look kind of styled up and more slick looking instead of very like thick and moppy looking. Okay, here's another tip. Okay, now I'm gonna try to like describe on how Leo kind of does his hair. Well, he's kind of got like the side part going on, and his fringes are kind of pulled over like this type of deal, right? What you don't want is to have your hair like down like this, like the whole like Leon S. Kennedy look, which would look kind of tacky in real life because he's got like that whole like permanent fringe in the eye type of thing, which might not be what you're looking for unless you're actually going for like a cosplay to be Leon and whatever from the Resident Evil games. Here's another tip also if you want to get your hair cut like that. You probably won't be able to see, but definitely want to thin out your fringes. I'm not a hairstylist, so I don't know the terms, but you definitely want to thin it out on the side so it's not all clumpy and chopped, you know what I mean? Because the fringes are kind of, I don't know what the term is, but it's kind of all together and it's not flying in different lengths. And you want it thinned out so it's not all bulky and chopped, which is important. Another tip is you definitely want this is my tip, and I think this is very important. If you want to grow this whole like long fringes look, and you want it to be able to have it falling down type of thing, definitely grow your fringes touching your ears. I know people might think like, well, the look kind of goes, because what's interesting with this look is that a lot of people consider this still a short haircut, even though your fringes, you know, they go like maybe past your nose. Which gives off more of a shorter look, is that you can actually see your ears. If your hair went past your ears and fell past your ears, then the look is kind of ruined. No, the look is ruined. That means it's time for a haircut, okay? So you definitely want to grow it touching your ears. That's my tip. Because if you're trying to go for this look and you have the long fringes and it's floating over your ear like this, you know, that just looks kind of, it can look kind of tacky and kind of uneven if you're wanting to grow it past your eyes. It only looks good if you have it like super layered, but that's kind of like not going for the Leo look. And also, if you have it over the ears, it can look very exaggerated. Say you had your hair at this length, and this is being driven over your ears like this, and then it's still going down to this length. It can look very exaggerated, and that fall into more of like a scene look, if you know what I mean, or like an emo type of haircut. And those types of haircuts are super layered, which the Leo cut is not that layered and styled and exaggerated. Now, unlike how a lot of people have done it in the 90s and some of these guys are doing now, is having the full out undercut where it's buzzed at the back. It's full out shaved. If you want to pull off the whole Leo look, don't get it shaved, because then his hair doesn't do that. It just doesn't, and it kind of ruins the look. That's kind of more of an exaggerated look too, where, you know, your undercut is super separated. Also a big tip is at the back. I don't know if you can see it. Sorry, I'm not a movie maker or whatever. You want to have your hair at the back nicely blended, so it's not overly separated from the top to the bottom, because you want it to blend in pretty nicely, but don't blend it too much, because then the back of your hair will look really flat, and you don't want that either. What's neat about this haircut is that you can do all sorts of things with it. You can have it floating in your eyes, kind of like what I'm doing right now, and just have it hanging there. And you can also throw it back like this. I think what's good about this is you can throw it back like this, and it should be able to fall in wisps, and kind of have that whole Nightwing look. Nightwing from Batman, awesome character, where it kind of just falls in wisps and it's in the wind type of thing. You can brush it back. You can also do interesting styles, or you can kind of like brush it over like this, or how Leo does it in the movie, where he has it all combed back, where he has like a really classy look, which I believe he's pulling off right now. So for me, I don't have it super short in the sides. Make sure it's nicely short and tapered off. I don't know if you can see that. Leo in the movies, his hair's actually kind of longer on the back and sides, and it's squared off at the back. I saw the salon guy do it. The salon guy's an awesome channel where he does, he cuts hair. He cuts a lot of men's hair, and he did do the Leo style. The only problem I have with his video, it's an awesome video, but the only problem I have with his video is that he said that his front fringes fell down to his mouth, which that's a little bit exaggerated, I think. When it falls down, it shouldn't fall past your mouth unless you're pulling it off from this side, and it goes down like this. See, how I have it cut is that... Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, I guess my SD card didn't have enough room for the memory I'm shooting in, for the quality I'm shooting in, so I had to empty it out. Anyways, as I was saying, I was talking about the lengths of the fringes. As I was saying, when I pull it down like this, right, it's that long, because I purposely had my hair cut to where I liked my part, because you want it to fall in that, you want it to fall down at proper length, because if you get it all one thing, and you really want that side part working for you, then if you have it the same side as the other side, then it's not falling down properly, because one side's going to be shorter, because you're not using the room on your head, and whatever. I also suggest when getting a haircut, having the long fringes, you want to be able to have it falling down and all that stuff, is get the front a little bit longer than the side fringes, okay? Like have the front a little bit longer than all the way to the back. But remember what I said earlier, stay away from exaggerating it, where like the front is like super long and the sides and back are like a lot shorter. Stay away from that. Remember, don't exaggerate it. Reason for doing that, one of the reasons is because then you can fold it over like this. Remember I said you might not want to have your fringes falling down like this in your eyes like that, which, if you can see, is quite a bit longer. Still not crazy exaggerating it, but I purposely had it a little bit longer in the front here so you can fold it over like that and have that nice kind of I almost want to say cowlick parting, if that's the word. You definitely want to have it just a little bit longer at the front from the back, and when you fold it over, still the length matches up somewhat better. Still not an exaggeration of length. Kind of falls in like that. And when you go for this hairstyle and whatever, don't comb it too much. You don't want it all flat, but that goes for any hair almost, unless you want to go for that. Don't have it flat. For this side, the side that has less room, so, you know, the left side, I guess, for Leo, he kind of throws it back, or a little bit behind. He doesn't have it, you know, falling down like this type of thing. It's not like Leon where it's all in his face. Not all of it's in his face anyway. He kind of brushes it back or has it gelled back. Yeah. What else can I think of? I don't know. So, okay. I'll just do a summary of the tips I did. Oh, and you can also throw it behind your ears like this if it's like really hot. Yeah. Anyway, so let's do a summary of the tips. My tip is grow your hair, grow it at least past your eyes because it falls in wisps. It's got that whole cool, you know, throw it over look. I also suggest strongly suggest grow it at least touching your ears. Not past, not over top, touching your ears. You still want to be able to see your ears because it gives it the shorter look. Do not shave it. That's not the look you're going for unless you want to be like Nick Carter from Backstreet Boys, which is a very super 90's look. So that might not be the look you're looking for, especially not the Leo look. Make sure you have it somewhat feathered out on the sides, your fringes I mean. Have it thinned out so it's not clumpy and chopped. Get layers in it, okay? Get layers in it, so again, it's really not clumpy and chopped and heavy. Not overly heavy anyway, but don't layer it too much. Remember, don't exaggerate it. Don't have the front really long from the side, but have it a little bit longer so you can brush it over and it'll have more of that styled look. And don't comb down the fringes like this unless you want to go for more of a scene look and you want to go as like Leon and have it all in your face, but that kind of looks exaggerated in itself and not slick. And take care of your hair. And this haircut is actually really specific, and if you're going for that specific look, many people actually don't know the name of this hairstyle. It's I believe it's called curtained hair. It's defined as parted hair and having the fringes fall down. And yeah, so if you want to look that up and stuff, hope this helps a lot of people. I feel like it has because I've seen some of the videos and I feel like I could, I don't know, just gave out some tips on how I feel it goes. Kind of have a similar look. I think Leo's hair in those movies are pretty cool. I've always liked the longer fringes, Nightwing type of long fringes just falling down in wisps and throwing it back. I don't know. I've always liked this hair. And yeah, I hope this helps you out. If you like this video, like it, go ahead, comment, go ahead, but don't subscribe because I'm not one of these hair guru dudes with put all this product in your hair and style it like this, and that's like all they do. This channel is my whatever channel. I just post whatever I feel like it. But if you like cartoons and stories and fun little pieces of art, my brother and I make funny, well, we try to be funny anyway. We make little cartoon skits. We tell stories, make funny music videos, and subscribe to that if you want some fun stuff. It's still starting out, but we have a lot of great plans for it, for telling stories, funny videos, funny music videos, animated skits, and just fun art all together, if you want. So check that out. I'll put the link in the description. I'll put other links in the description maybe to help you out too. And yeah, I hope this video helps. And take care of your hair. Peace. God bless.